Hey everybody, welcome back. So we are going to be doing a bunch of battles, it looks like. So
Are we gonna raise monsters?
we could also raise monsters
Are we gonna go to the
on a
jungle?
ranch. Um,
We're not gonna go to the jungle, are we?
no, not right now. I'm trying to think. We could just give him more speed. Calb could use more power. Carrie's so well rounded, actually. I'm surprised.
Sorry, you just said I'm trying to think. And when I was younger, we had an old Macintosh Classic. It's like an all-in-one box with like a black and white screen. It's like an 8-inch black and white screen, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, somehow I don't know where this came from. It must have come off of like a floppy disk that had been like illegally traded around or something like that. But somehow we got some sounds onto our computer, some system sounds, to like do different alert messages and error messages and stuff.
Yeah.
And one of them was an error message that, like, instead of like the normal like beep, it would actually say, it was like a Three Stooges line. I think it was. I'm trying to think, but nothing happens. Was it? They also had, like, Darth Vader like saying like, you know, I've altered the deal. Pray I do not alter it again.
I remember those days when you had a Windows theme where all the sounds would change and all the colors would change. Remember, like, Windows 98, 95 days, I think?
Oh, you can still do it.
Yeah, but it's not as popular as it used to be. It's like Winamp. Winamp was so popular, and, like, I had a million skins for Winamp.
I never really understood the whole craze with skinning things and crazy, like, just crazy colors and crazy patterns and stuff. I'm like, I always was about making it more usable.
Well, for me, I was picky. Like, I had Winamp, and I had a whole bunch of skins, but they were, like, all anime, and they were really pretty, like art book pictures. But because they were art book pictures, they would blend in all the buttons and stuff with the picture. And it was really pretty. I hated the ones that looked like somebody just drew it in paint. You know, and it was hard to see everything and all that, and it's just like, I was real picky about them, but some of them I had were really pretty. In fact, I think it was like a year or so ago, I was going through some old files and I found a whole bunch of them. Like, oh, I had totally forgotten about Winamp. Back in the day when that was like the only way to listen to music on the computer.
Wasn't really a problem for me. I didn't really. Excuse me. I think my first CD was. Oh, this is gonna date me. My first CD was Star Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace.
Like music CD?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know the last cassette tape we bought was Ace of Base. I do remember that. I don't know what the first CD was, though.
The funny thing was, so that was my first CD. That would have been like, what, 99 or something like that when that came out?
I think I don't remember.
CDs, of course, have been around like since the. Well, they've been around since the 80s, technically, but I mean, like, they became popular in the early 90s.
It became affordable. Is the difference?
Yeah, it became affordable, they became popular, they became widespread in the early to mid 90s is when they kind of hit the mainstream finally. And so we didn't have a single CD player in the house. None of our computers had CD players in them until we upgraded sometime around like 98, 99, which is why that was my first CD that I ever purchased.
That's funny. I know I bought a Magnavox CD player. It came with headphones, which I owned for like 10 years. They were like the best pair of headphones I ever had. But it cost me $48 for that CD player and headphones. Whoa. I remember that because I saved up my money for it. I remember buying it at Best Buy, and I thought it was like the most cool thing. It was totally the shizniggle because I had a CD player. And it was gold and gray. I even remember that. I had it. In fact, I still have it somewhere, I'm sure. And I had a Walkman. I had two, actually. I think I had a yellow one.
Actually, I think I technically did have a Walkman, but it was the cassette player one.
Well, yeah, that's what I was talking about. My cassette player.
I think, well, when was it? It was a door prize that I apparently won when going into like Disneyland or something when I was like 4. And so it was like a little kiddie Walkman. It was like red and had like green buttons and stuff on it, and it was really playful. And I still had, like, it's still back home somewhere. It still was working last I checked. It was funny. I popped in one of the tapes that was next to it last time, or not last time I went home, but last time I found it. I was like, what is on this tape anyway? And it was the tape that my brother and I recorded when we were actually in college at the time. This is how sad this is. So we were I was in college at the time. He was in high school. We were going to the launch of the space shuttle, Columbia.
Okay.
The one that blew up a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. one of our friends is an astronaut. She was going up on that flight, the flight before the one where it blew up.
Dang it. Urgh. Sorry. I'm listening, but I'm trying not to die.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Don't die. Anyway, we knew we were going to have some downtime while we were waiting for the launch and stuff like that. Not just waiting for the launch, but like just that weekend we were going to have some downtime. And so we took our CDs, because we didn't have a CD player that we could bring with us. We took our CDs, played them on our computer, and then recorded them onto a tape cassette. And then we could take that tape with my little Walkman and a headphone splitter. That way he and I could enjoy our Lord of the Rings CDs.
That sounds like something you would do. I don't even question that ever happened.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it was... Well, nowadays, if I was to do that again... If I was to do that again nowadays, I would just do like a direct line instead of like actually recording it. I would just be like, nope, just feed the input line into the other thing and...
Did you know they're remaking the Walkman? Obviously not as a cassette player, but...
Yeah, I heard that. It's silly. It's like some high fidelity, they're not MP3, high fidelity audio track player now.
Yeah.
Which is, when you actually look at the science of that stuff, it's all hogwash.
My niece. Oh wait, story. It's a Mocchi. Hey Mocchi.
What? It was you?
That's your chance. Make him uber awesome. Give him like a cool super robot voice.
What?
That sounds like your voice for Icon.
No, that was me going, what? Like, that's me going, I don't have an answer. A cool super robot voice?
Unfortunately, all my Min voices turn out badly, because I could try, but...
So, that was your Mocchi after all? I mean, is that what you want? Is that what you want?
I was joking. I was thinking like Transformers.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I can't help you there. So, so that was your Mocchi after all.
Oh, Talt.
My cold is gone. I can suddenly talk normally again. After I heard your story, I started asking around. I asked vets about Mocchi who came in with injuries. One Mocchi was brought to Age Island a few years ago. The time and place matched, so it made me wonder. And wow, it was your Mocchi after all. I never imagined she could still be alive. Well, she's getting up there, so she can't fight anymore. She lives comfortably with many friends. Thank goodness! She sounds happy!
Look, the Mocchi doll!
What?
This shows that you've made a bond with the Mocchi. Now you'll be able to regenerate a Mocchi. Okay. Science.
I see! Let's do it! I can raise a Mocchi again!
I'm so glad for you. Let's regenerate one right away. No. In fact, I can't remember the last time I actually played with a Mocchi on a Monster Rancher game. Alright, gonna rest.
I'm not really a fan of Mochis either.
Gonna rest and... What? Oh, I thought you were gonna say something.
Well, I was gonna say, I did actually enjoy the Mocchi that was in the anime series, I guess.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, that Mocchi was very conveniently named Mochi.
It's like Pokemon. That always bothered me. Like in the games, you could name your give nicknames to your Pokemon, but in the series, they just don't do that. I think they did it like in the movies and stuff, but...
Yeah, weren't there ever any other Pikachu?
Yeah, there actually was another Pikachu. I think it was at season 1 or 2, but it was like, it had like a little scruff in its hair so you could tell the difference, but they both called him, I think. Or no, did it have a name?
I thought the other ones all had names, and that Ash's or whoever's always were just called the Pokemon.
Of course, Ash was
name.
like indefinitely 10 years old. Even in the episode with his birthday, he was still 10 years old, so...
Man, I love that about like the original Pokemon, or not Pokemon, Power Rangers. The original Power Rangers. Like Billy, the original Blue Ranger, was perpetually in high school, despite the fact that the guy was like 26 or 27 years old by the time he finally stopped acting that role. I mean, like, he was like 10 years out of high school before he stopped playing the role of a high schooler. And he did not even look like a high schooler anymore. Like, he was an adult.
That's so funny.
I mean, they were all in college when they started playing those roles, I think, but he looked like he was in college, and then beyond that.
Good job, Gary. Wow, I feel like this is all you've been doing recently is sleeping. You sound like Byron. Byron snorts at me in response. I'm just glad he's asleep because we got him a little Pound Puppy toy. It's a little dog toy that looks exactly like the old 80s Pound Puppies. And it's got a little squeaker in it.
You might have to post a link to those.
Yeah, well, when we first got him, he didn't know how to play with toys. He just didn't know. So we were trying to pretend to play with him, and finally he got the idea. And there was a stuffed bear that we got him that he fell in love with first, and we named him Tibbers. And there's no point for that. And he loved Tibbers, and then he discovered the little Pound Puppy about, I don't know, maybe the next week. And he loves this Pound Puppy. He carries it everywhere with him. If he has to take a nap somewhere, the Pound Puppy goes. If he wants to eat dinner, the Pound Puppy goes. If he wants to go sit in the sun, the Pound Puppy has to go with him. He'll go sit in his little bed, Pound Puppy's got to go. And it's just like, if you try to take that Pound Puppy with him, he'll let you know that you can't have it. But we went and bought an extra one at the store today just in case something happened to it. I was just like, oh no. Poor Byron, what's he going to do without that little Pound Puppy? If anyone has a good name for him, let me know, because I haven't thought of a good name for the Pound Puppy yet, so. We were trying to teach him Tibbers, so he'd go get Tibbers, but he doesn't want him anymore. He wants the Pound Puppy. Because the Pound Puppy squeaks, and he'll just sit there squeaking it constantly. And so I'm kind of glad he's not awake right now, because it's all you guys would be hearing in the background is that stupid squeaker. Alright, Fiddler, you're gonna go down. Ha! Nice try. Yeah! Critical! I always like when he starts to pose, he has his hand next to his ear, like, yeah, you call him a name. That's what I always think of when I see him doing that. I think I'm gonna make this a short video because I just got really hungry, so. It's like 9:30 at night and I haven't had dinner.
I'm telling you, peanut butter and Dr. Pepper, it's the food of the gods.
No, I'm gonna get a hot dog, and I got a bag of Ruffles at the store.
Oh, that sounds really good.
I love Ruffles. And we got a new flavor. I can't eat it, but Helper's gonna eat it. We got a weird flavor of Lay's chips. I think it was bacon and mac and cheese or something. He loves to try all the weird sounding flavors.
Yeah. No, I would totally try it because that actually sounds like it'd be tasty. But
I think you tried one of his chips the last time you visited. It was like the cappuccino ones or something.
Yeah, I did. Those were surprisingly okay.
Most of them have actually. My favorite one that sounded weird was cheesy garlic bread. It didn't sound that bad, but man, they were good. That was like right before I realized I need to stop eating stuff with milk.
Oh no, that one sounds amazing to me. But like the cappuccino Lays, it just sounds weird because it's like cappuccino with Lays. Really, it's kind of like kettle corn though, where it's like you got some sweet and you got some salty.
Yeah.
And so it's like if you like kettle corn, cappuccino Lays actually kind of have it, and you like coffee. Actually, if you like coffee, you might not like, if you like real coffee, you might not like cappuccino Lays. But if you're okay with like coffee smell and you like the coffee atmosphere, but you're not really like the coffee taste itself, cappuccino Lays are for you. So.
It's kind of like a chocolate. I think I didn't eat them, but Helper said it kind of had a little bit of chocolate to it.
Yeah, I could see that.
Actually, we did see chocolate-covered Lay's at the store in the Valentine's aisle. I'm like, that sounds disgusting. I would not eat that.
I mean, yeah, like cheesy garlic bread, that sounds amazing to me.
It was really good, yeah. They actually, since, because every year they have, the reason all these flavors are so crazy is, every year Lay's has been doing a contest where people on Facebook just suggest all these flavors, and then the top 3, they actually make them, and then people vote. And, so I think they're in the middle of a vote right now, which is why all these crazy flavors are out. I'm not sure if the vote ended or not, but I think cheesy garlic bread has been the only winning flavor that I still see on the shelves.
With good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go to the grocery store. I'm down to like, what am I down to?
Ooh, wow, everyone did really well.
I think I have some tuna fish in cans. I have 2 cans of minestrone soup.
Everything you have is in a can.
No, that's not true. I have some bags of vegetables in the freezer.
Better in a can. Just kidding. Well, I had to go to the store because we just got through an ice storm here. It was really weird. It snowed like 4 or 5 inches, and then it iced for half an inch on top of the snow. So you looked at it, it was white fluffy snow, but you step on it, it was an ice skating rink. I have never experienced such a thing. I'm sure people up north have seen this a lot more, but it was weird for me. And so we got through that without any problems. And then, but ice is supposed to hit us again, and most of the snow and ice is still on the ground, except for on the roads. But it's all in my yard and everything still, and so I was like, maybe I should go buy food just in case.
What was it? I don't think I've told the story on the Let's Play yet, but somebody I was talking to a while back did some work up in northern Alaska, like inside the Arctic Circle. And apparently they got like a snowstorm that came through while they were up there. And the problem was, it was actually like pretty hot, like at the time, like by northern Alaska standards, mind you, like by Arctic Circle standards, it was hot. And so the snow came down, and it was kind of like a wet, slushy type of snow. You know, just kind of the typical stuff you'd see down here, or not down here, like down where you are. Continent, like the main part of the U.S. area snow, just normal snow that everybody's used to seeing.
Yes.
Except it turns out that northern Alaskans are not at all used to seeing it. Apparently, up that far north, it's a desert. Like, it doesn't precipitate.
I can imagine, yeah.
And so the snow that they get is extremely dry. Like, or it's like everything's just dry up there. And so what happened apparently was that none of them could drive on it. And so it was the weirdest thing where they had all these people from the continental U.S. and they were fine driving on it because they were all used to driving on that type of snow. But all the native Alaskans who lived up there year-round were completely out of sorts. They just had no idea what to do. And so they were all like trying to get to like the job site and stuff. It was like, you know, some petroleum engineering type thing up there. They were all trying to get like to the job sites and stuff, and it was just bizarre. Apparently, they were like, "This is so weird." Like, these people who live around snow every day of the year don't know how to drive on this snow.
Yeah, I don't know how to drive on snow. In fact, this is the first time I went out this evening. It was the first time I've been out since it snowed, but okay, sorry. I was checking to see if anyone had anything to say about the mochi, but no. We don't want to talk about the mochi.
Mochi? What mochi?
We don't know what you're talking about.
We deny the existence of your mochi and replace it with our own. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't work.
October. Oh, Swift. Hi, Swift.
I have a cold. What will you do? I think I got it from Talt.
Oh no, Swift! I'm sorry, I don't have any tablets. Oh, he can't help me. I don't think I actually want to buy anything, so.
What do you mean you don't want to buy anything?
Actually, I do want to customize though, because I think I wanted to turn this around. There we go. Yes, I'm good. Bye, Swift. I'm already home, but yes. Oh, I look forward to seeing you again too.
Oh, look, there's Hicks. Hey, Hicks.
Hey,
Smappy, how are you doing, Smappy?
Hi, Sasarai.
Golly.
Alright, well, now that I've had my fun, I'm really hungry, so I'm going to see you guys next time when, I think we're going to finish up a couple fights, and I don't know if the official B is included, because I think we need to move up in rank before anything happens, but we will see you next time.
And you and I need to go and finish that game that's not a secret that we're playing.
Bye for now.
Bye, guys.